Here we go, brand new podcast. Let's kick it off, Nate, in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, and welcome to the Nickson and Nate podcast.
It's good to be back for another week. Driven by Trust Motors, this podcast, the way that car buying should be. Shout out to George and the team. If you're looking for a new car, Trust Motors, it's the only place to go, honest to God.
I've been looking for ages.
Yeah. Get a license.
I have this barrier. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's a license.
Yeah, obviously, but like the barrier to getting a license, I don't know if it's like genetics.
Bro, you're like Fame, eh? Fame won't get a license either.
No, but I want one.
Yeah, so does he.
Why are they so expensive?
You gotta keep the mongrels off the road, man. You gotta keep, the hecticness. So they gotta, put it at a premium so we can tidy up our streets.
We should have done this. Bossman Louis, do you have a full license?
Yes, I do.
Oh, lucky. I was gonna say.
Can you parallel park?
Oh,
I'm the best driver in this building.
no, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
I am the best driver in this building.
Because I wondered if that was an obstacle for you.
Nah.
Nah, it's staying under the speed limit.
One day, I would like to be the ambassador for New Zealand driver's licenses.
Talk to me. Why?
Like for my age group. Because
So if I can do it, anyone can do it.
I've realised there's a lot of guys my age, and we're talking like 40s, that do not have a driver's license.
No, there's heaps. Do you remember there was a point in time, I think it was after COVID-19, they were letting people get off with no license, no warrant, no rego?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because there was such a large number of people, predominantly South Auckland, that were getting pulled over. But obviously cost of living was tough. Yeah. They didn't want to burden people. People needed to get to A to B. They needed to get the kids to school. They needed to get to work, put food on the table. So I think the government put this thing in. It didn't last for long. It was like a few months where they would just give people a warning, red flag. Hey, make sure you're safe. Yeah.
Well, I'm almost there. Like I drive a registered car that says current warrant of fitness.
Very nice.
Yeah. But I'm making my way there.
Switching topics, but talking about ambassadorship. Do you remember back in the day when the white pages were a thing?
Yes.
Do you guys remember that drama that happened with the white pages? So you know how every region in Auckland has, their own. It was before we went super city.
Like phone code, area code.
Nah, so you know how like there was like Manukau City, Waitakere, North Shore, East Auckland. How it was all like little boroughs. And so each region had their own phone book. And then there was always a poster child on the front or poster family on the front of the white pages. So every white pages around Auckland had like nice family photos. But then in South Auckland, they just had a mum and her kids. and people were like, oh, where's the dad?
I don't remember
There was so much backlash on that.
That's out of line.
Out of line, man. You can't stereotype people these days, man.
I mean, people, I wasn't sure if I was going to bring this up.
Yeah.
But we tried to show it to the Niueans, showed love to the Niueans on the last episode.
I think the damage was already done.
Man, I'm getting hammered.
Yeah, same. Same. Yeah, the last one we were actually trying to bring it up, But Niueans, man, you guys are a tough crowd.
Are you talking about that one Instagram comment that came through from that fake profile?
I'm getting it in my DMs, man.
Oh, for real?
Like, leave Niue alone.
Oh, man.
I thought you had some push. I thought you had some push off the Niueans.
That's why I went to Halonga for damage control, man.
And
I might have to go for another one.
Was there any damage?
There was a little bit of damage from Zeke's one on bets and that.
Oh, that's a different podcast.
Yeah, man, bro.
Yeah.
So it can't be tainted by the different brush,
I'll hold a meeting with my people and let them know that you.
I don't believe that. You got no push, man.
Where's the capital of Niue in New Zealand? Where do most of them reside? Manukau?
Nah.
Henderson?
Somewhere in South Auckland. I would say Grey Lynn.
Can we
Grey Lynn's
call her?
Grey Lynn.
It's a Niue area.
Can we put out a community notice and hold a meeting at the town hall or something? No, I'm serious.
For the Niue. Oh, you know who we can get to perform at that? Diggy Dupe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We forgot him in the chat. He's
Just
Niue.
imagine that, if we put on a Niue event. It's probably the only way that you guys are going to get some love.
I'm not putting on an event. I just want to have a chat. What are you talking about?
It's like a BYO chair.
This guy think you're going to cater an event.
Shout out to the Niueans.
No, but on a serious note, is it doable? Can we have a meeting? We'll just have a sit down.
Why don't we just have why doesn't everybody listening to this podcast right now take a seat and Nate can say what he needs to say? It's all love.
It is all love,
It's all
man.
love.
Shucks.
And then eventually we'll get to every other culture.
What's the country code for Niue again?
683.
Yeah, someone goes, you know, I've been seeing you take shots at Niue every now and then. And he goes, you'll be lucky if someone taps you on the shoulder. We don't muck around. I was like, come on, man.
Bro.
Yeah, if you got to use a fake profile, man, come on, man.
Put up a profile pic at least. At least. How's the week been?
Yeah, it's been good. Been hustling on this Bets and That sports podcast.
It's doing well, man.
It's
Your bets have been pulling through too.
you know, it's really competitive on that show.
Yeah.
Because your reputation is on the line. You know how people like to say they know sport?
Yeah.
So because we're on once a week, we have to go back, and the research is out of this world.
Top notch.
Everyone's competing against each other.
Man, I wish that that we were doing this chat prior to our My FM Wannabes game tonight.
Why is that?
Well, no, I'd love to, get bets in that, and the boys to talk about odds on what you think the possibility of us winning that game. But by the time this airs, the game would have already happened.
True that.
Yeah. What do you? What? So I'm starting fullback. So what are you for?
You'll pay about $15 to score a try.
You're a bastard. You're a bastard.
No, but Te Atu Roosters are no joke, man.
No. I've been getting called out all week.
Why?
From the Niueans and the Te Atu Roosters.
People might be one and the same.
Bro, exactly. A lot of people wanting to hit me. So
You reckon you could take them though?
100%.
Yeah, I thought so.
One guy is like, someone's missus were like, you better apologize to my man.
Mm-hmm.
He's former SAS. He's going to be playing against you.
Please.
And I said, I'll apologize when I put him on his ass. So I'm excited about that, but also nervous at the same time. I haven't laced up the boots in a very long time, Nate. Yeah.
Are you guys actually wearing boots, or because it's tag, right?
Yeah, it's tag. Yeah.
How come it's tag?
We have a team of props taking on the under 18s.
Yeah.
So I think
You know how do you guys
leveled
have
it out.
Do you guys have an ambulance on site?
Yep. We got the Moana Pacifica medical staff
Hey.
coming through.
Have you guys got the physio there?
Yep, got a physio.
Oh, yo, come.
People on the sideline just getting a massage, getting a rub down.
Yeah.
But no. So yeah, that's consumed a lot of my week this week.
I just want to give Fame a shout out from the My Morning crew, because I've seen him like come out of his shell, and he's doing a lot of social media content.
Yeah.
And as a millennial, because he's a millennial.
Yeah.
I was reading a survey on how difficult it is for millennials to film themselves and talk to the camera.
Yeah.
Out of every generation, millennials find it the hardest. They liken it to cutting yourself. That's how hard it is.
I believe that.
Yeah.
That's why you and I are no good at it.
Well, terrible.
Terrible at it.
Yeah. I've got some drafts.
But don't have the confidence to post. No, Tegan's helped him out with that. But also the biggest hurdle for Fame wasn't filming himself. It was honestly as little and as literal as just wiping his camera before he started filming.
That's what it was.
Yeah, because it's like very grainy and smudgy. So this dude wouldn't wipe his camera before he filmed. But yeah, no, he's trying his hardest.
How was your social media journey? I had so much love for you this one time. You put up a video of you at the golf warehouse. I think it was the golf warehouse.
Yeah.
And then you must have deleted it, but had all these like had all these techno edits like. And I was like, bro, this 50-year-old tried to edit this video.
Bro, CapCut at its finest.
But I was up for like a minute because I went back to go look at it again and it was gone.
Bro, I had laser lights and everything. No, do you know who called me out for that? Caleb Clark. Caleb goes, where's the other vision, bro? I really enjoyed the epileptic fit. Bro, this is what case in point of what you just said for millennials, bro. Social media is so hard. It's because we learned to live without it. We grew up without the internet. Yeah. So we know how to maneuver through life without the internet. It's awesome to have it now, but also if it shut down, we would know how to live our life.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I don't prioritize social media, because I'm like, man, I didn't get this thing until I was like, 25? So
I know we don't prioritize it, but I never put a value on it before. I see its importance now, right?
Yeah, and people make bank off it too, People find love on it,
Because people do their day in the life.
Yeah.
Trust me, if I showed you my day in the life, that thing would have views, man. No, not that stuff.
Okay, cool, man, because you always freak me out, man. I get triggered, bro. I do obviously, this is our podcast, but I do have something to report back from my FM as well.
Yeah.
You guys might not know, but a former guest that we've had on the show, very, very awesome guy, T Money.
Yeah.
He's got a missus now.
Nah.
Yeah, he found a girlfriend. So,
Hey. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to act surprised.
but yeah, he's loved up.
What is she?
Asian Irish.
What is the deal with Asians and white guys?
Man,
I always see them together.
Always in Thailand. Always in Thailand. I always see it.
Have you seen that meme?
Huh?
It's like a scene from a movie or a TV show, right? And the guy says to the other guy, I know what kind of man you are. And the top says, when you see a white guy in Thailand.
Yeah, so T Money's one of those guys now, but I'm very, very happy for him, man. He's coming into work late. He's not sending our prep sheet until midnight. So, he's living his life now.
That's always the case when people get loved up. But it annoys me.
Their priorities change.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And then, the guys that were there when you were lonely get left behind.
Do you know what's crazy?
Mm.
Like, the building that you work in?
Yeah. You mean we work in? The one we're in now?
Oh, yeah. So the one that we're in right now, I feel like 3/4 of this building are on dating sites.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hundreds.
And it was just awkward because I was trying to figure out, this lady smiled at me. I was like, oh, hey, how are you? She goes, and then she went to introduce herself. I was like, oh, no, I know. And I was like, oh, no, I didn't know her. I think I just
Saw her online.
I just saw her online.
No, but it's when you think about it now, though, like when people have like 9-to-5 jobs,
Yeah.
like they don't really get a chance to go out anymore and meet people the old school way.
Yeah.
So I really feel like the only way that they can meet people now is online.
Well, who wants to go out in Auckland City now? Everyone's trying to be an MMA fighter.
100%.
Yeah. Like if you were to, let's say...
That goes for all genders too, by the way.
Oh, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, everyone wants to have a 1 ounce in random places.
Another YouTube video I saw is this black guy goes, oh, you're tough? Go fight a war. Go join the army.
Bro, you're really caught up with the memes at the moment.
Oh,
Bro.
I'm just 10 years too late.
What we were going to talk about something else today. A couple of sad things happened since we last did the podcast. Angie Stone passed away,
Bruh.
which is really, really sad. Iconic. And you know what? Some people need to check themselves and look in the mirror when they start doing tributes, man. Angie Stone and Joss Stone are two different people.
Oh.
Bro, someone put up a memorial post for Angie Stone playing a Joss Stone song in the back. It's like, man, stop trying to be a blues.
Everyone just wants to be first.
Mm.
But Angie Stone, one of the loveliest people. We've all met her. You've met her.
She came to New Zealand. Soulfest, yeah. Was that the same one D'Angelo was there? Yeah, that was a real mean lineup at Western Springs.
I think it's one of those lineups you'll never see again. So we had D'Angelo here, Maxwell,
Yeah.
Anthony Hamilton, Angie Stone. Was Lauren Hill here?
Nah, Common was.
Common.
That's
yeah,
right.
Common.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great show.
That was amazing. What? How come it didn't work out?
I
Because it
don't
sold
know.
out.
Yeah. I just think, I mean, when those artists are out of their prime, they become very unreliable.
Aye.
And then some say they're coming and then they cancel last minute. And saying that, bro, even Drake. Look at Drake just cancelling.
To go to watch the WWE.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I know. Just unreliable.
Because I saw, man, I'm not throwing my FM under a bus again, but because obviously you guys got nothing to do with like artists cancelling.
Mm.
But what you guys do is because you're like the biggest hip hop and R&B station in the country.
Mm.
Every artist or promoter that comes here wants to deal with you guys,
Mm.
right? So I saw there's another gig, the Little Baby gig
Oh, yeah.
with
Yeah.
Big X the Plug.
Yeah.
Like I'm watching it and I'm like, oh yeah, man, awesome. But
Yeah. Yeah, you just never know, man. It's a massive gamble. That's why we make people pay up front now.
Oh, real?
Yeah, it's like, and this is non-refundable. So you got to be committed.
Is that a good business, you think?
Promoting.
Yeah.
Nah, man. I reckon that would be one of the hardest jobs to do. Your stress levels. Because remember, you're responsible for everybody that's bought a ticket and making sure that they all have a good time,
Yeah.
And then relying on the artists to pop through. So most of the new promoters, right, they would bring in artists that are past their prime, right? And then they end up performing, random shows
Yeah.
because they're cheaper to get, but also unreliable.
So Juicy Fest.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Or even smaller than that. We'll come back to that in a
Okay.
minute. But then, so new promoters would go down that lane, but way, way more risk because they don't have the money. So they'll do heaps of smaller shows to get some money so then they can bring over the Drakes,
So just
the
building
big
up the
artists.
equity and
Yeah.
yeah.
But again, you're taking so much risk of those artists going, I can't fly now, I've got arthritis, or like whatever. That Juicy Fest drama, bro, people are still waiting for their refund.
Aye.
It went to the Commerce Commission. It was in the news. The Commerce Commission say apparently it should take 2 to 3 weeks max for you to get your money back.
How long has it been?
Bro, months.
Damn.
Because they had to cancel all their shows, and then people are still out there waiting for the refund. I'm not too sure if they're getting drip fed out, but I was watching the news and the Commerce Commission got involved. So the organisers of Juicy Fest are now under investigation for it, which is wild, bro. But again, see, that's the risk.
Live gigs, eh?
Yeah, man.
Geographically, it's just really hard to do in the first place because a lot of people just don't want to travel 19, 20 hours to get here.
Nah, and if you think about like our biggest arena, which is Spark, right?
Is it Eden Park?
Oh yeah, sorry, no, it would be Eden Park now. But you think about an international artist, it's actually not worth their time to perform in front of 50,000 people?
True that.
When they can do a show in Europe or America and have 100,000 people there. So
It's easier to scale something online, eh? Like if you want to make money.
yeah,
Like
100%.
you're not actually making money traveling and doing these gigs. You're just killing time.
Killing time. And that's why we will only get a show. No artist will just come to New Zealand. They'll do Australia and New Zealand.
Yeah.
So that's how you kind of know if an artist is going to come to New Zealand, is if they stop off in Australia first. But so if you see a Beyonce show and she's doing it all around America, you know it's not coming to New Zealand.
Yeah.
But then if it goes to Australia, then you're like, oh, there might be a chance that she comes to New Zealand. But then again, she's only performing in front of max 50,000 people.
It's funny because when we used to talk to artists back in, say, like the early 2000s, I guess the internet was just coming into play.
Yeah.
So a lot of guys were still making sales of physical copies, right? Units. And then we head to the 2010s. It slowly kind of disappeared, and the big money maker was publishing and live performances.
Yeah.
Right? So now you take live performances off the table. So the sad thing for me is we know a lot of people that, and especially for us as Pacifica or people that like hip hop, R&B, reggae, we've got a lot of talented people who still don't understand the business side of music, but they're good at music.
Yeah.
And they're making it their priority, or their, I guess, the dream is still there that they're going to make it big.
Yeah.
But I guess I would
But the
say
reality of it is not.
you're not going to make any kind of living whatsoever.
Yeah, you've got to go in knowing that it's purely a passion, and if something flourishes from it, then, be grateful. But if nothing does, know that you only got into it for passion.
Because I've met a couple of people who are trying to, say that they're really good at something and they've already decided how they're going to make money from it. And I can look at it and go, it's not going to make money. Like you basically buy a lotto ticket, like a Powerball thing. It's the same thing.
Same thing, yeah.
So would it be stink of us to go find something else to make money? Because
the way you just said it, yeah. But I mean, I wouldn't make that your number one intention to be the breadwinner in your family. I wouldn't pick that career path.
Yeah.
Unless you're doing it purely for the art. Yeah.
Because it pains me sometimes. As a
there are some people that have cracked it.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's like lotto.
Yeah.
It's luck of the draw.
It basically is, man. Because we know some people that are amazing artists, but
and some people that should have made it.
Timing, opportunity, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah. Because I mean, bro, like even Ninja Mystic figured that out. That, they made a massive fan base in New Zealand, but you guys weren't really paying their bills, so they went to Japan. And bro, they blew up in Japan. But that was a whole bunch of strategy after building a fan base here, but knowing that they probably wouldn't make as much money.
I mean, because if you're a customer, paying for anything music related, that's a luxury.
That is a luxury.
And then these times, there's really nothing for luxuries anymore.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
You can barely buy a dish lock with.
Luck one.
Oh, man. Oh, that was such a bad buzz. All right.
Yeah. All right, bring it back up.
Bring it back up.
Yeah. So Angie Stone, we ticked that off. That's happened. That was very sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what a way to go out to, but leaving an awesome legacy. We talked about Nate getting a license.
You know what? That's going to be a positive. I am going to get it. And the next month, I'm going to get a full license.
Yeah, do that, man.
Yeah. Oh, I used to get the restricted, eh?
Yeah. But no, honestly, you just go back to Samoa, get that international license, and then come back.
Nah, I can't do that because I've already used up the...
Oh, okay.
They took that off me.
I tried. I tried. Hey, on another note, to bring it back home, this school lunch thing has taken a life of its own, eh?
Oh, brother.
We've all seen the pictures of the school lunches, eh? Mm-hmm. The ones in the tinfoil.
Yeah.
Recently, somebody got a 2-degree burn. A 2nd-degree burn. 2 degrees, that's the phone company. 2nd-degree burns, trying to open it to eat it. Bro, that's wild.
You know, I've seen people making jokes about, these school lunches that are supposed to be for kids, right?
Yeah.
I've seen people making jokes about how the food in prison's better. It 100% is.
Is that true?
The food in prison is it's luxury compared to, I don't know where you guys are making this. If you just gave that money and paid the prisoners to make the meals, the kids will be over the moon.
Bro, there's been so much drama with it too, because the group that make the meals, right? They couldn't keep up, so they had to outsource it, and now they're not even meeting the nutritional elements. So then, obviously, if you're halal, you're not getting halal meat.
Yeah.
If you're like gluten intolerant, you're getting pasta. So the things aren't matching up. So kids are going hungry still. But
he's got no empathy for poor people.
No, none at all. No, none at all.
And I don't want to bring up the fact that he's your mate.
Oh, no, I thought you were talking about Seymour.
Seymour and Luxon. No, Luxon's the one that said, look, man, why don't you just make your kids a Marmite sandwich?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Bro, and his butter to Marmite ratio was so off if you saw the photo.
I think a leader should be someone that can understand what's going on at the ground level. He's got no idea. I don't think he understands what it's like to be hungry, ever. I don't think he understands what it's like to be in a tough situation paying bills, ever. So when people are saying, we're struggling, he's like, what do you mean struggling? How?
Like you said, like that is my mate, right? And I've had the privilege of going to his house.
That's not a privilege.
A couple of times, but no, to be
That's
invited.
an exchange.
To be invited into anybody's house,
It's a transactional meeting.
Maybe it was, but anyway, his wife was lovely, and she showed me her fridge, right? And it's a silver fridge, by the way. Yeah. It's a silver fridge. Okay.
Yeah.
You probably already guessed that, right? He's not a white fridge kind of guy, but it's so unorganized. Like, it blew my mind how unorganized it was. There was a lot in it.
Was the maid on holiday?
No. Here's my thing. Like, because I feel like with food, it's a love language for Pacific Islanders and Māori, right? Food is like a love language. When someone comes around, you feed them, that you make them feel loved by food, right? You put effort in.
When there's money to buy food.
Yeah, when there's money to buy food. But, like, even if there's visitors coming around, whether it's, elders, church ministers, whatever, you try your best. But then, when there's food left over, I feel like Islanders are really good. And I can only speak on behalf of Islanders. But I think we're really good with leftovers. I feel like we're really good at, like, glad wrapping it and then putting it away in a nice container or on a plate, glad wrap it.
Oh, wait. Are you saying their fridge is not like that?
Is it just me, or like Palangis don't like glad wrap their food when they put it back in the fridge? They just put it in raw.
Aye.
Like, it's just sitting on the plate and then they just... But it just goes back in the fridge, and I was like, that's wild to me,
man. But you know what? I'm not bashing white people at all. This is just a tangent to what you're saying. We'll come back to this. Put a pin in that. But again, I was watching TikTok, and this guy was going around asking people in London. And I was like, how often do you shower?
Oh yeah, they don't.
And they're
that's a trend.
And the white woman was saying every other day. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man, you got to shower every day. Every day. Yeah, twice. Before bed and then wake up in the morning.
And like, to white people, 3 times if you're fat.
No, it's people who wear the same undies to the gym, and then after the gym, bro, you need to change your undies.
Who's doing that?
Cedric.
Oh. See, he's a PT though.
Yeah, but still, man, you can't be walking around going back to work in your uniform, with your same undies you trained in.
You know how Cedi used to be big?
Yeah.
And now he's a ripped, muscly beast.
Yeah.
Do you reckon his shower schedule's changed?
Yeah, he's probably got a visitor too now in the shower at the gym.
Aye.
Yeah, he's scucks now and he knows it too.
Oh, so he openly admits what they do as PTs?
Yeah, 100%.
The original Mr. Steal Your Girl.
What's the coolest thing you ever took to school for leftovers? Like the actual one thing that stands out where it was like, that was the coolest thing ever. Because I got one.
What did I take?
Where you actually felt like the man because it didn't come around very often.
Filet Mamoy.
But you took lamb?
No, but here's the thing. So I was on point with the sticky rice.
Yeah.
So the rice that I made the night before, it was like was like sticky rice you'll get from like, and I was like, man, this is bad. So I put it in a Tupperware. Then I got the fly my put it in the tip-top container.
Yeah.
I took it, and then we went, and because one of our boys, he was like the teacher's pet, so he always had access to the staff lounge.
Yeah.
I said, oh, just go heat it up. I was like, oh no, just go heat it up, bring it back out.
And while you're there, get one of those frosted cups that they have the cup of tea in.
And then he came back out with the heated filet moi and the rice, and we had it, and the way the boys were eating, I was so proud. I was like, man, this is awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
And they were just sitting in class, just rubbing our tummies and like, answering questions because we had brain food.
Oh, your one's cooler than mine. Mine was I always when family used to get KFC, I always used to put 2 pieces aside, wrap them in Glad wrap, and then put them in my school bag for the next day. Bro, you used to feel like the man going to school with cold KFC.
And people were like, can you smell that?
Bro, funny story. You know when you said about how you packed that school lunch up, bro? The tip-top container is the original lunchbox.
Oh, yeah.
The ice cream container is the original lunchbox. If you had a Sistema, man, you're rich.
Oh, I don't know.
Bro, you're rich.
I think all I ever wanted as a kid was a lunchbox. The one that, like, you used to dream about having a lunchbox that you could open in front of your mates. But then the rest of us would just put our hands in our bag because we didn't want to pull it out. You just unzip and they're like, just pull it out. Like, no, it's in here. And you pull it out. As a school bag, honestly, when I went to Samoa, because there wasn't really many stationery shops or places, and if you were to buy a school bag in Samoa, the price would have been through the roof. Right?
Yeah.
And then one of the boys from the village, he was rocking a satchel.
Yeah.
And he saw me always carrying and he goes, and someone was like, oh, I'll make your bag. So these guys would make the bags from the rice sacks.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, I can't remember what the material's called, but man, they were like these full-on satchels, and the good thing about those rice sacks is they were waterproof because they were wax.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that would be, Balenciaga would take that now.
They probably would.
Because they've taken the,
Those moving bags.
yeah, you know those, with the rainbow ones?
I know what you're talking about.
Those blue and red ones that everyone took to the
Markets.
They put them on aeroplanes. They're like $1,000 now.
White people doing it again.
Nah, school, I feel sorry for the school system at the moment. My mate's a teacher. You know my mate Albert?
Yeah.
He's a school dean at Tamaki College. And he's like, bro, you're every day you're kind of like a second parent, because mum and dad obviously having to go to work, leaving the kids, don't have time to do anything else because they're working 2-3 jobs. And then he's having to obviously deal with the kids' emotions as well as, if they don't have anything to eat, he's pulling money out of his own pocket, go to tuck shop just to make sure that his kids are looked after. And I'm like, man, it's a tough time.
Yeah, that's why I got love for Dave.
Yeah.
BBM, like they're sitting, like we'll talk about it and we'll have a little laugh about it. And then they're just memories for us. He lives that every day.
He's seeing it every day.
He's seeing it every day. And he's trying his hardest. But I think they got to have a rest every now and then.
I know, man. He called me the other day and I think he fell asleep on the phone. I was like, hey, you still there? Oh, yeah, sorry, man. Just really tired. John Campbell once told me the story about being a politician. I always told him that I want to be the Auckland mayor. And he's been very supportive about that journey. Very supportive. But he also says, just know that anything you want to do, you'll end up selling your soul. He said he's seen it with so many politicians, even though like the mayoral stuff isn't really a political position. But any politician that's told him or he's seen come up from the ground up has always said they've gone in with the right intentions. But then once they're in there, they realize that they can't get anything done and they end up selling their soul.
Oh, the machine is the machine.
Yeah.
Like you're just a cog in it.
And that's what I hand on heart believe has happened with Christopher Luxon. I actually genuinely believe that he is a nice guy, but I think once he got in, it was a big job that he was like, I can't. It's a thankless job. You can't keep everyone happy, right? You can't. And I think that's what's happened. That he's just gone. Oh man, it is what it is now. People are gonna hate me. People are gonna like me. That's it.
You know how he's got those provisions, right? Like you got access to all these allowances, like where you stay and like repairs to your house and whatnot.
the
like
apartment
just
one?
read the room. Man. Like people can't pay their rent, they're getting evicted. What's that new thing? That no reason eviction notice where they don't have to give a reason to evict you, right? And then this guy's like telling people like, times are tough. You're just gonna have to deal with it while we bring the economy back. And meanwhile, this guy is like extracting as much as he can that he's allowed to do.
Yeah.
But anybody else would be like, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe the people that I represent are struggling.
That's
maybe
what Hipkins said. Hipkins said that he never took that allowance.
Just too busy dealing with his affair.
With Tony.
That's what I can't be doing that and taking money.
Oh, that's so true, man. Yeah, anyway. Oh, man. Yeah.
Let me have a quick look at this thing.
Just just make sure you vote. Like, I think that's the most important part of this.
Doesn't matter, though.
Yeah, no, but I mean, if you want some sort of movement happening in your life and you know who you're blaming right now, you have the power. Vote.
I don't think we do.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's politics.
Has
man.
anyone ever been voted in that's made, like, productive change? Groundbreaking change? Because like you said before, whoever goes in, it stays the same.
Yeah, true.
Like, when people complain and cry, they're like, oh my God, they voted them in as Prime Minister. I was like, your situation hasn't changed since the last government.
Yeah, man.
Sorry, I'm not trying to like down your political aspirations.
Nah, but I already know that. I already know. It's
Is it worth it though? Is the stress worth it?
Probably not. But, again, you go in with the right intentions, hoping that you can make a change. Yeah. All I know is I'm going to get rid of road cones, okay? So...
Not the road cones.
Oh, my God. Yeah, bro.
Hey, just saw before in the notes that we're 1 month away from this podcast being a year old.
Oh, happy birthday to us. Happy birthday.
We made it.
What should we do to celebrate? Take the day off?
I think we can't take the day off for another year.
Yeah, nah, fair enough, man.
Shout out Trust Motors. We're committed to the team, so...
Yeah.
So, that's us, man.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us again. Shout out to Trust Motors, man. The way car buying should be. Driving this podcast and to nearly 1 full year of content.
That's the most consistent we've ever been.
You have been. We'll catch you for the next podcast. See ya.
Peace.